We have the new Vanguard set, Among Us, and I will say that the market is really, really strange on this. There's so many overpriced cards in this set that it's ridiculous. And take my advice on this, you might want to get the cards that you want in this set sooner than later, because with the way that these price trends are looking, it is not looking good to the average player that would like some really nice cards. So, without further ado, let's dig into a very Vilest Deletor market watch, shall we? Alright, what is up YouTube? I'm Cardfight. We are back with full release schedule for Vilest Deletor and the Ibuki structure deck, and some rather crazy movements going on. So, yeah, this set is dumb. So, VDR, Blaster, or Gust Blaster, are 122 for the Delete Rares. Swordbreaker DRs are 105. Ugh. Docking Grayons are 97. Gradles are down to 95, which is pretty surprising, but I think these look the coolest. The Dark Bond DRs are 80 bucks. And the Shiryukis, yep, the one thing I wanted, are $146 a piece. And then the Night Sky is coming in at 49s. SVR Gradles, 45s, which isn't terrible. SVR Gust Blasters at 40s, also not looking too terrible. Zangeki VDRs are 95. The End of Stage are 95s as well. Dantalions are down to 95. Creeper VDRs, 80 bucks. Given ORs, one available for 28. Shiryuki ORs coming in at 35s. Dark Bonds, 28s. And Gust Blasters kind of creep down to 24. Gradles at 23s. The Mac Clears are $175 a piece. What the heck? I guess people really love their Shadow Paladin bling. Flirtatious are 24s. Meanwhile, the Blaster Darks are yield $19. Got regular Dantalions 15s and then 8s on End of Stage. And Zangekis are already down to 11s. What a fucking shit show this set is. Regular Shiryukis are 8s. Yeah. So what I've gotten from this is it's going to be a lot of expensive bling for no real reason. Alright, moving on along. The Kyoji Ibuki trial deck. So, Lady Healers coming in at 55 bucks, and they look nice. Asteroid Wolves 44s. Quaking Foots are at 30s. These are actually very cheap, surprisingly. Super String Theories are 30s. Starters are 18s. Actually, personally like the starter. Bloating Deleter Geo coming in at 13. Magnoteer, the not so good card, is 12 bucks. Big Gunner 11. Basically what you're going to see is a lot of this stuff is going to fall once initial circulation kind of takes place, things like that. Regular Gradles are 5 bucks though. Same thing with Gons. This card's so good. It makes my life so much better that this exists now. But yeah, that's the structure deck. Moving on along. Lord of Guidance Wakahirams. We've kind of been following this for a little while. Every week, I literally think Netabai loves me covering this card. But yeah, they're currently 7 bucks a piece. If you want to play premium, and this is just a little thought to put in your head, but what happens when standard rotates and all those cards become worthless? I'm just saying, that's something to consider. But yeah, 7 bucks a piece on these at the moment. Gabrielle Prim's SPs coming in at $70. Meanwhile, the regular copies are currently at 4, and they're only creeping up from here. But do take note that there are very limited numbers of these on the market at the moment. This is pretty ridiculous for the most part, but only 3 listings, and this is from GBT 13. Moving along, Glendios, there's only... So if you've been wanting to play Link Joker, so many people are like ready to play Glendios at the moment. Once again, I'm not shocked to see that this just got bought out at this point. But yes, Glendios is creeping up very, very weirdly. I do think that people think that this deck is going to be good. I haven't got the chance to test it yet. I think it's more of a fun deck than anything, but man, oh man, this old support that is just creeping up, it's so bad. Deathloop, also from GBT, or from Fighters Collection 2015, also disappearing. Man, I haven't looked at 2015 in a while. Oh, Ezel's 33, these guys are still 8s. Shiryukis are down to 20s, which is very good. Lukier's creeping up, Maelstrom's at 7s, Cecilia's still 5s. I guess there's a lot of cheap stuff in this set. The Sukis, this is a good investment to have, but there's a lot of listings on these. Moving on along, Ballista's Messiah. Ugh, fucking $37. Regular copies are at 20s, and there's only 4 listings of them. That's a big yikes. Moving on along, Destiny Guardians. Oh my god. Regular copies are a whole $1. This card's about to be $2. This is just a subtle creep up over time. But yeah, do pay attention to these things. SPs are at $34 at the moment. Wingle Braves, this is kind of interesting. Light play currently available at 10, and then it creeps on up from there. And then you've got SPs coming in at 25 at the moment. This is a little bit higher than what we've seen, but once again, when you're able to search for any blaster in your deck, no reason not to play it. La Rose about to be $30 again. No real shocker there. Once again, it has blaster in its name for the new support. Final Dimax, this is also interesting. I have the lowest available, 55, but these regular copies, though, at 16 bucks a piece. Good fucking luck if you want to pick these up. Spangled Hyris, actually. Very low listings on these, but I mean, we're coming up on the reprint of these. But yeah, about $5 at the moment. Moving on along, Final Basilica. Yeah, this card's 15 bucks, finally. GBA Bermuda Seasons Among Us. So many people want to play this deck. But yeah, only going up from here. Did you guys also know that Columbard is about 11 bucks to 15? Yeah, shocks me too. No reason. Voltage SPs are at 15s. Regular copies for SPs are 10s. And yeah, just creeping on up there. Jesus, $8. Ugh. Meanwhile, VMAX itself is 20, and regular copies are like $5, but only 3 listings of these. Might be something you want to pick up. Narukami only needs like 1 card. Gurgua Helios, SPs are 52. Regular copies of these are $19. Thanks, Ezel. You mean the world to us. Meanwhile, Gurgua Law, 24 and about $17. Not terrible, but hey, we have a reprint coming. Alright, Imaginary Gifts. This is where the stuff gets dumb. So, Corrin reprints are $185, Protect $130. Kyoji's coming in about $132. These do look really good, personally, but Vanish, it's the end. Regular Corrins are $300. What the fuck? 210 on these. 35s on these. Leons are at 75, but man, these are still 80s. Such an interesting market for some of this stuff. Koki's sitting at 48s. If you've taken anything from this, just know gift markers are expensive. AL4, 2 listings for Dragonic Overlord from the same person for 75 if you want to creep in and steal them. 24s on Blaster Darks. Alice's 23s. CEOs at 29s and creeping up. Blaster Blade Derps 22s. And going, actually. And Wind Reapers at 7s. Alright. These fell. $66 on Blondes. Lozenges, 55s. Bedivere and K's still kind of floating around the same. Monarch's very cheap, actually. Ezel's 28s. Kujigiri Kongo's about 28s as well. These are something you should probably buy up. I'm just saying. Very cheap. Alright. Phantom Blaster Hot Stamped. We're down to 600 and going. SVR's down to 53. Regular blasters down to 42. Only 1 listing for Maka on the market at 35. Strange, right? It's like somebody's gonna bling out the deck. Zombaku's are 17s. Yeah, this stuff. Damn, these things are 8s. Ugh. Moving on along. Daughter's still 40s. Alfred's still 42s. Waterfall's still 37s. These are creeping up to 30s. That's what I like to see. Waterfall's 23s. Overlord, God, this buyout was so bad when these were 30s. I didn't get that one. Moving on along, Carbuncles, 28s. Starters, 20s. 22s on the heels. This stuff really tanked. Meanwhile, you know, Algos still 54. Thank God I got my one. Dragonic Overlords are down to 70s. Blaster Blade's still at 45s. Ooh, these things are still 30s. That's shocking. Himiko's still 30s. Leopold's 29s. 18s on these guys. It's kind of sad how much Gear Chronicle flopped. But I guess they were afraid to like release the super good support. Saitohime's are 5s. Binoculus are 8s. Yay. It only just creeps up from here. I hate rainbow rares so much. They're so pretty, but they're so expensive. 158, 145, and 146. Meanwhile, ugly rares. These things are down to 37s. Cecilia SVR is down to 33s. Metatrons are 22s. 11s on the ORs. Ugh. Alright, General Siegfried's 25s, 22s, and 26s. Meanwhile, 17s, 13s, and 12s on those Juggernauts 10s. This set's going to have so much money in it later when the support gets announced. Like, this is going to be disgusting. Stuff like this is going to just disappear so fast. And last but not least, a little bit of Bermuda love. 133 and 145. Moegitos at 70s. Corals at 63s. Transcend Idols at 69s. Only one LE on the market, which is mine at 75. Reindeer at 40. Sandy's at 41s. Troy's at 81s. Yep. We're just an absolute shit show back here. God. Please. Buy mine. I have the lowest. Please do it. Tiruas are at 15s. And cheap and cheap here. Jesus. Meanwhile, Angie's are at $4. Choices are 2s going up. And yeah, the set has good value in it still. Well, that's all I got for Market Watch today, guys. Please, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about the market. It's a really shitty place. That's all I know. Peace. That's not all, card fighters. Please subscribe for more Cardfight Vanguard content. Please remember to check out MCole40 for Yu-Gi-Oh videos. And please check out MColeGames.com, my store, along with No Limit Gaming, NLGTCG.com for all of your guys' trading card game needs as well. Until next time, guys, remember to hit that subscribe button. Later.